Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for Psych 5 Social Psychology for Saturday, October 22nd. Just going to go over a few items and reminders, clarifications as I always do. Anything I think you need to know to do well in the course. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, earlier this week I did post the scores and feedback on your Unit 3 exam, so do take a look at those there. And as you know, there were no quizzes and discussions that were due this week. Unit 4, which covers chapters 9, 10, and 11, is currently open, and the first chapter there, chapter 9, the quiz and discussion are due next Friday, there, October 28th, so make sure that you've I'm going to check the calendar and make sure I got that date right. So make sure that you have it submitted by that time, and as always, don't forget that time differential on the due dates for those. The discussions are due at 9 p.m. The quizzes are due at 11:59 p.m., so keep that in mind. Next up here, the big item is that your final literature review paper component 2. That is due a week from this coming Monday on October 31st. Remember, you are allowed to submit late, but there are penalties for doing so, 10% if it's late, and then 5% for every additional day that it's late, up to 72 hours, and then after 72 hours you won't be able to submit at all, and that final due date will be Thursday, November 3rd, but please do get it in on time so you don't lose any points there. I hate to see a well-written paper get dinged for a lot of points just because it was merely late. So don't forget, you will find complete instructions in the APA Literature Review module, which you will find underneath Unit 5 of our course material. So keep scrolling down our course page past Unit 3, 4, 5. Underneath 5 you'll see it open up the instructions for Component 2. At the top you'll find a little short how-to video where I walk you through with screenshots and narration and show and tell you what to do, so please do watch that. It's about maybe 10 minutes if I recall. It'll really help you out, trust me. And also below the video you'll see an embedded file there which has instructions and what's called a checklist, so do make sure you carefully examine both. In the instructions you will find details on what you need to do, including embedded links there to each of the parts of the paper, the title page, the abstract page, the actual paper itself. There's embedded links there to that online writing lab, the OWL or the OWLs, so take a look at those links, that'll help you out. You will see a checklist in that same file as well. The checklist should be considered as a list of do's and don'ts, things you do want to have in your paper and things you don't want to have in your paper. I've developed it over the years based on student performance, and most students tell me it was really helpful. So to avoid any major mistakes, do take a look at that checklist. It's not there to give you more work, it's just to help you get the most points possible. So I'm thinking of you when I create these things. I'm not thinking about giving you more work. I'm trying to make your life easier, so do take advantage of those things. That's what I'm here for. So also here too, as far as the length of your paper, even though this is clearly in the instructions, including the instructions separately there on the Canvas part of the APA module, it has to be at least 4 pages of actual literature review content. So 4 full pages, not 3 1/4, not 3 1/2, but 4 full pages of information based on the 5 references that you have. Remember, you need to say at least one thing about each of your 5 references. You need to cite them at least once, and of course you can cite them more times, and of course you can have more references than 5. Those are just the minimums you need to have, but you must have at least 4 full pages of actual content there. Now, in addition to those 4 pages of literature review content, you need 3 more pages, a title page, an abstract page, and a page of references. So it's going to be 7 pages altogether, but 4 are kind of the meat and potatoes, the literature review itself. And again, it can be longer than 4 pages. That's up to you, but minimum here is 4 pages. Again, don't forget there is a completed sample literature review paper from that online writing lab, the OWL. Again, there's a link embedded in the instructions where you can access it there. Don't forget, there is a writing and reading center on in our campus library there too. They can help you out, help get your paper into the best shape possible. And also, as far as, again, avoiding any major mistakes here in your paper, don't make this a paper that's autobiographical. This is not about your lived experiences. This is not about examples you found in your life that support your content there. This is about what the research, that is what you found in your 5 references, those research articles, have to say about your topic and thesis statement. Keep that in mind. So the tone should be scholarly, as if you were going to write like a little mini chapter in a textbook on your particular topic. That's the tone, that's the mindset you should have when you write your paper. Just make sure you cite all 5 of your references at least once, and do not cite sources you don't have in your references. If you find something else you want to cite, well, just add it to your references, and then you can cite it. But this is about the literature you located, so please keep that in mind there. All right. Well, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. If you have any questions, as always, reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to get back to you. On Monday, we will have our usual live session there at 1 p.m. I've already sent out the Zoom link for that, so if you can make it, great. It's like open office hours, so I'll be glad to answer any of your questions. So you'll have me there to answer your concerns. So please take advantage of that if you need that kind of interaction. All right, that's everything I wanted to say. I hope you're having a good weekend. I'll see you in those lecture videos, and I will see you here next weekend. So take care until then. All right, bye-bye.